Hello everybody, I had the wrong starter screen on. I had to be right back one, but I was gonna come back in like a minute and start it, so it's kind of the same as starting soon screen, so I'm just gonna... I'm just, you know, gonna take it as working as intended. And of course, YouTube people have not seen this mishap, so, yay for telling on myself. Anyway, I fixed this dress. Like, if I try and stand up, this is the bit that broke. And now I'm using a belt buckle in there with like a crisscrossy pattern so that it doesn't look all that often. I mean, that weird and that wrong. And, another thing that I found out wearing these kind of clothes is that some jiggle physics are actually realistic, because if I just shake myself a lot, I stay jiggling for a while. Anyway, that was probably information that nobody should have heard or had, but I'm leaving it in. Today, we're gonna try and figure out if we can become at the right rank in Mage's Guild in order to enchant our own shit and put a lot of intelligence on it, because I'm not that smart. Pretty sure that's pretty obvious. And we definitely, we wanna, we would just like to be that smart, so there's that. We're gonna be using the training heal, and we're gonna live here until we have, what is it? I need to check my stats. I know that I need 55 of restoration. We're currently at 54. So it's gonna take a little while, but it's not gonna be too bad. And afterwards, I think I'm gonna pay the guild trainer in order to actually teach me mysticism. So I'm gonna be like going out and doing that in between all of this, because we still have like 4,500 gold. And I would like to spend that on mysticism. Why do my Z not be working? Oh, I think it's because I haven't casted it. There we go. Now I have casted it. Apparently, if you just equip the spell but don't cast it, you can't recast it. That probably makes sense. It does sound quite logical. Yeah. It's 7 AM. Can't really go to Mr. Trainer at 7 AM. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we can go to Mr. Trainer right now, though. When I stop wandering around like I am drunk and like fit through doors and press the right like button to use doors. You see, you stop. I start playing this game and the controls come back to me. I stop playing this game and they go away again, so it can literally be like 2 days. Okay, that was not expected. Let me just read the letter. I was just really stunned that the game was telling me something. Dear Myrta, you have probably not heard the fairy tale of Numidium, but you need to. The legend dates back to the earliest parts of the Third Era. Numidium was supposed to be a giant, so big his hands could knock the moons from the sky. I do not recall from the stories whether Numidium was supposed to be good or bad, but the legends used to scare me as a child. The legends are, in fact, true. There was a Numidium, and if situations continue, he will come again. The totem of Tiber Septim is used to control Numidium. However, legend has it that Great Numidium lost his Mantelian heart, whatever that is, in the final with Tiber Septim's battle mage. Until his heart is found, the totem is useless. A friend? Okay. I'm pretty sure that that's like part of like... Oh, we still have some corpses in here. Yeah, sorry about that. I hope that you guys will clean up sometime soon. Ah yes, stop investigations immediately if you don't want to be dead like Lysandus. I'm cool actually. I'm good. I don't think that you can change that, so we're fine. There we go. I'm gonna train a little bit of mysticism. My mysticism is probably super low because it's not like part of my major or minor. So miscellaneous. Let's find it. Let's find where my it's 5. That might really explain why teleportation costs as much to me as it does. So now we have 2 different quest starters that have popped up, which is very nice, but I'm still kind of anticipating that just like finishing this leveling and, well, Magic Guild shenanigans will actually probably take us the whole session. Yay, my mysticism has improved. I might not be correct, but we'll see. We might be able to do like a quest or so. Let me just see. Recall is currently at 83 points. I'm gonna go and pay the trainer twice more to raise mysticism. We're gonna see if that drops it from 83 points. I think it was at 84. And now it's at 83, so I'm pretty sure it's already a drop. I would really like for them to clean up, honestly. Otherwise, I might have to like take the weapons and actually go and sell them, and I don't want to do that because I am lazy. I like picking up nothing but gold. A street urchin races up calling, "Message from Myrta from the man in grey." The child runs off before you can grab him, leaving you holding a note. Man, if I'm not there, they just really like to message me. Okay, that's just the threat. It can go on the floor. Was that the message? Just, you're being watched and you'll die unless you cease immediately. The funny bit is that they're sending me all of these messages. Okay, sudden music shift. That was very surprising. It kind of felt like all NPCs just stopped to watch me as well. Have they not figured out that I have just been like kind of living my life for like the past several months because I'm just leveling like magic and shit? So they're like, cease your investigations immediately. But dude, do you really think that I'm doing any investigation to begin with? 82. Recall is now 82. It is indeed a good idea to raise my mysticism. Unfortunately, my ears hurt from music overlaying. This button, sometimes stats, sometimes map. Don't question it. What my gold situation looking like? I can afford to train my mysticism twice more. But afterwards we'll kind of need more money. Are they still open at 5 PM or are they already closed? Because I mean, they do open at 11, so I don't know, maybe they stay open. So... Ah yes, that is my letter. Okay, they're still open at 5, they just like to sleep in then. My kind sir, continue raising mysticism for me, please. I really need it. I would love to be able to cast that teleport spell. It is like of quite a big importance for me to be able to actually traverse the area through teleportation. Yay, mysticism! At least mysticism is raising okay. Oh no, music has overlaid again. Not the map, stats please, thank you. So now mysticism is at 8 and the cost for recall is 81. If we got it to something like 50, imagine how cheap it would be. Oh, what time is it? Oh right, forgot. 1 hour please. Okay, so now that we have started this boring grinding, it's not really that boring, it's just a lot of like back and forth because I have an idea of to what I want to raise, and I really need that restoration skill before we can like just go after dungeons again and shit. Now that we have already, you know, tested boob jiggle, my own, not because this game definitely doesn't have that kind of graphics. I might be streaming quite late today because I might have caught some shit yesterday and kind of had a bad feeling about the whole situation, the whole of today. I should definitely just like stop causing shit, but I was stressed and the person in question was actively stressing me, and that is not an excuse, but I thought, you know, because Daggerfall is apparently my personal confessional, hello, we may as well talk about my personal confessions to Daggerfall while training. Way. So, I was raiding yesterday, and this is a casual guild, right? And raids are just titled as training. And we're like in this very funny situation. I'm now going for restoration because I ran out of money to... Oh, I still have like 1,400 gold about there, but I don't want to spend it because I have a feeling that I'll need it. Recall is now 80 points. So we could really do with more mysticism to just kind of, you know, we're gonna both be raising MP points up and like lowering the cost of recall at the same time. So I'm in this guild in Guild Wars 2, right? And it is a casual guild. And on Sundays, it does raid training with casual people. We're in this very weird situation where one of the most blacklisted guilds in Guild Wars 2 for being a bit too hardcore, members from that guild sometimes play with us. One of which is a member of our guild, because you can have up to like 6 guilds in Guild Wars 2, so a lot of people like cross-pollinate. Anyway, we get to the first boss. We spend like an hour there, and this man gets upset about it, casually starts complaining about that. We killed the boss. I remind him that this is a training thing, that this is raid training with casual people, not a hardcore static. We continue going. He throws like remarks to everyone else that just kind of puts me very much on edge, because he starts acting like a drill sergeant, going, those people have to have these abilities and those people should have those abilities, and yay, 55 restoration. You know what, let's celebrate with going and getting us a dungeon and getting lost in it because I definitely could use some money. So let's you know, generate ourselves a dungeon. Actually, what time is it? Because we're not gonna do it now. We're gonna wait a bit. But here's the thing, he is an important member of both the raid group and my guild. Okay? This is not like some random person. So he starts going, you know, oh, those people should have those abilities. Why don't those people aren't doing these abilities and blah blah blah. And it really, really, really puts me on edge because I can't handle pressure whatsoever. And we get to the final boss, and he goes, why does nobody have utilities? Nobody was told to bring utilities. And by utilities, they mean like this double-clicky consumable thingy that, you know, sharpens your weapons and gives you a buff, effectively. And he starts going, you know, oh, everybody should know that they should, like, bring utilities. It's like a regular thing. You will be asked from utilities from any pug group. And I kinda lost my shit because I just said, where the heck do you think you are? And I repeated it twice. Where the heck do you think you are? This is a casual guild. And this is a casual raid. And then he was all like, well, I didn't say that you need to. I said it would be like a good idea. And I went on like mute from there on because I was pissed off. I was very much not in a good state from there on end. I really just wanted to leave, but it would have been so unfair to other people, so I thought I'll persevere. And so I persevered, then I immediately like got off Discord and everything, and I like got off the raid group, and I went into a raid chat, and I typed, so like, what do we want to be? Because I thought that we're like a casual group that's here for the vibes, you know? You go in, you have fun. It doesn't really matter if we clear or not. But I feel like there's that other direction that we're being pushed in, where actually the clears are very important, and the vibes are not. And this person said that I made everything awkward, that I'm causing like a big drama, and he left quite a lot of texts going, the only reason why we're even clearing content is because like him and his friends that are like contributing majority of the damage, and that we should treat them a lot nicer than how we're treating them. And I just said, I'm not coming to raids anymore. I don't want to subject myself to, I don't want to be subjected to that. Honestly, this wasn't what I signed up for. And once again, it's a whole big deal that I am being very, very dramatic right now. And the worst thing about it is that I'm still like waiting for this to explode, because there has not been like any reconciliation or like any dot or like any specific end. So I just feel very awkward today. Like I'm feeling anxious and I'm feeling on edge, because I hate when things are like unfinished and left undone, and this feels like a situation that's left undone. Like maybe guild leader will step in and, I don't know, tell me off or something. So now I'm like, will they kick me from the guild? I don't think that they will. But if they would, it would be very hella awkward, because I planned all the events for like this week. So I would suddenly be like, I have a lot of time on my hands. So it's very petty drama. And I feel kind of bad for starting it, but at the same time I feel like it was a ticking time bomb, because on the one hand, you have like the most casual of casuals, which is our guild, where we're not advertising as like mid-core. We don't really have a rating static. We have something where people can just like sign up and show up on, you know, every week. And on the other hand, we have players part of our guild that are quite like important players that people know and that people would like to keep, that are known to be so toxic that they're blacklisted by the whole of the game's community. And they have like this one little tiny super hardcore group with like their super hardcore guild, and they're like pulling the majority of like the 1% parses in the game. And yeah, I'm that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm just venting. For some reason, I just use Daggerfall as my personal vent platform. I very much apologize to people that came here to see gameplay. It's just what like I do. And yeah, and the thing is, another thing that made me very uncomfortable about this person, I haven't told them that, and if they find this video, I have a feeling that they're gonna be very upset, so I hope that they won't. This like kind of thing gets hidden in the middle of like Daggerfall is, I can't really play the game well. So my guild leader sent me a build that is kind of, by the community, is like considered a meme build, because every class like has specializations, and every like class should be going into the specializations. And this build, it goes back to like core basic like vanilla classes. So it's not how you're supposed to be playing, but it allows you to pull like a moderate amount of DPS doing very little. It's like a core guardian build. And because I can't play very well, I'm running a core guardian build where once again I don't have a specialization, which means my DPS ceiling is like very low, but at the same time there's very little mistakes that I can do, and therefore my DPS drop off is also kind of low. It kind of just freezes me in the middle, which is quite comfortable for me. Well, this guy is running parses, and obviously nobody raids with a core build. In a game that has specializations, you're supposed to take a specialization. And because nobody like raids with a core build, despite the fact that people do know this build as like a meme build, when he uploads those parses, it puts me at like top 1%, but like for that specific thing, so like for, core guardian, which makes me look like I'm having like some sort of world records, but that's just because you're not supposed to be running that. People started recognizing me and making fun out of me for that, despite the fact that I am running with my guild only, and I'm running the build that I'm running because I can't play very well. And I thought that because it's a casual guild and it's our own guild only, it's gonna be okay. So the fact that he's like uploading these parses, and now that there's like a whole bunch of people that quote unquote like know me and know my character and make fun out of it, it's just, it really doesn't sit well with me. Like, it really upsets me. And it's not like a thing that I can even share, because like, what are you gonna do? Tell the person to not upload parses? And everybody uploads parses, so, Okay! That is a Natronak quest. I don't want the Natronak quest. Give me a dungeon quest. We're going dungeoneering. The thing is, the rest of the people are very lovely. It's just those few very toxic people that like are part of this very casual guild, where it's like legitimately the divide is like casual and like hardcore toxic person that for some reason is like sitting inside a casual guild. But if they left, people would feel bad because they know him. If I left, people would feel bad because they know me. So you see how this is like a no-win situation? I thought I'm just gonna like take myself out of raiding, but I'm kind of sad about it because I do kind of want to do content. I just don't want to do content under like so much pressure. I like seeing things, and I like spending time with friends, and I like being happy. Like, this is my happy place. I don't like it when somebody comes in and they're like being a drill sergeant, and then they're like uploading my parses, and then people on my server start knowing me and making fun out of me. That's not something that you know, feels good. No casty sleep. I like how he gave me a whole bunch of like guard missions, but what I really want is like a dungeon mission. I know, but you know, it is what it is. A lot of raiding people are very toxic, and I'm running a meme build. But I'm running a meme build because I can't play. And I think nobody really communicated to those other people that it is like, you know, a casual guild. Like, I don't actually know how that concept is just not going through, that it is a casual guild for doing casual things in it. So yeah, I might get thrown out of the guild for causing drama, and I kind of feel bad about causing drama, but the whole situation just doesn't sit well with me. He needs a non-green mummy wrappings. But it doesn't mention a dungeon, so I don't want to, like, accept it and then figure out that there isn't a dungeon in there. I legitimately want the freaking thing with a dungeon in it. Specifically so that I can collect more money. But I also don't want to, like, take stuff and then sell it. Don't ask me questions about how my brain operates. It operates in a very, very, very weird way. Werewolf's blood, which haven't had much call for before. Would you, if it's not too much of a bother, scurry on over to this particular locale and grab some for us? Is that gonna be a dungeon? Sicknocker. Yes, it's gonna be a dungeon, and I have 12 days to get there and get back, which is perfect. That is what I wanted. So thank you, game, for being very, very nice to me. On other hand, the video that I like uploaded before this video was performing like really bad on YouTube, and I was feeling bad about it, and I was like, I wasn't smiling as much as I could, I wasn't as straight as much as I could. I was like, I feel like I've done a lot of things wrong. I want to like sound enthusiastic. I want these videos to be good vibes, even though I do rant in them quite a lot. It's just, I don't know what it is about this game. It's just, it's my rant game. Ah yes, swimming. Don't mind me. I will. I might actually break the sword, because I forgot when was it the last time that I repaired, but if we break a sword, we find another one. That's how life rolls. Ooh! Personal room. And let's, you know what, let's also save this as dungeon entrance. But yeah, the video that was like not performing very well, it suddenly got like carried by YouTube algorithm to like 100 views now, and now it's performing averagely. There was like a person that found my Daggerfall playthrough through there. And they were posting comments about it. Come on. Orc people scare me sometimes. Wait, what is this? Oh, a ladder has finally appeared in my inventory. My good friend Lord Woodbourne says you are a hero that can be trusted. I would be truly indebted to you if you would stop by some time to chat. Maybe you can even do something for me. I would be so, so grateful. Alright, we're having like a excessive amount of like quest invitations by this point. Where the game is like, come on, get back to main story. And I'm like, I'm trying to get teleport. What is this? Okay, that is a shirt. It kind of looked like it was armored for a second, so I was like, oh woo, metal shirt? Oh god! It just performs better if people that are subscribed to you no longer hear about it. That sounds... interesting? Not gonna lie. Down a hole we go! Whoa, with a tiger. And more holes, apparently. I do still have the levitation gem, I think, so it's fine for me to fall down some holes. When I stop having the levitation gem, it will be a very sad day, and I will be like, what now? A door has opened. Is that a wall? Oh. It is a secret door. You know, of all the people that I'm subscribed to, I'm no longer like seeing shorts from any of them. There is like a particular spot for YouTube shorts if you go to your homepage, but they don't show up to subscriptions. You actually like have to go to shorts. I don't know why they did it that way, because I would actually like to see shorts from some of the channels that I'm subscribed to, but it's an entirely different tab, and that tab is actually not as easy to use as regular like length videos tab. So I almost feel like maybe you should just be uploading shorts as like 1 minute and 1 in length, so that it doesn't count as a short. 1 minute and 1 second, which is what I actually saw like one of the YouTubers that I watched do. Like she wanted to post a short, but she made it last 61 seconds so that it comes up to the subscriber page. And it worked because I saw it, and she was in a pretty dress, and I was like, ooh, historical dresses! I like those. Oh, hello, secret orc guy. May I steal your money? Thank you very much. What is that? Mithril. Well, that is a long sword. So not quite the same as what I have, but mithril sounds important. I found that my shorts are a good way of like turning people off. So I don't like using them. And then like my long form content will sometimes randomly get carried by YouTube for a bit. It's always very interesting when that happens. So like that very, very poorly performing video suddenly got like carried for good 50 views for no good reason. There is a lot of screaming that's happening over there. And growling. So I just want to make sure that I'm not like missing some sort of secret areas. I don't think I am. And I've been there, but I definitely did not miss anything secret. That had a secret area! God damn it. Okay, let's quickly run down there. It's better to be thorough. Even if that means that we have to go through water. Lesson learned from, you know, the last time I was doing this. Yeah, it's this corridor. This corridor has a secret place inside of it. It's, you know, its own special pocket. Found the door! Hi! You don't seem to be the one that's roaring, because if there's a lot of roaring, it normally means skeleton, even though that is a very, very funny thing to think about, considering that skeletons do not have lungs, Bethesda. They're definitely not the ones that should be roaring loudly. But they are, for some reason. And I think because we're looking for werewolf's blood, what it looks like is like a red splooge on the floor. Like this like little line. That sound of the tiger doing tiger noises just really makes me think that it is behind me. And I don't like that implication, not gonna lie. How many doors can we find today? Probably at least 90 doors, I'm guessing. I want to make sure that there isn't anything in this room because... Oh, no, nothing here. I thought that because there are boxes over there might be a secret room, but no secret room for me. Not today, anyway. My nemesis! Can I make some of you just like come to me? Because that would be a lot cooler. I'm gonna save one inside one and then I'm gonna like pop all of my water shit. Because I should still have water shit. At least I hope I still have water shit. Those are cure diseases. Oh no! I don't have any water shit. Well, this is gonna suck! Come on. Can I please sink? Yes, if I keep page down. I want to see how far this goes. Okay, if werewolf blood's in there, we're just gonna say that we're fucked. Unless we accidentally like find some water walking potions. So let's not go into the water. I built my character in a way that they effectively can't go into water. It's not that they get ruined if they get wet, it's just that they don't have the skill set for swimming, which makes their speed go very slow. So now we're gonna keep on like tracking enemy inventory very well. Just to like see if any of them have like water potions. And I am oversaving! Because it's better to oversave than it is to undersave. Hello, everybody! Nice to see you here inside my dungeon corner of old. They have a whole wet patch in their place and nobody seems to have any water walking potions. Oh, that's good. What is it? A box! Okay, I can't open it. Never mind. Oh. Okay. That... I don't know why, but now that makes me feel like I'm in a Microsoft maze. I probably am not, but there is always some chance that I have accidentally woken up inside Windows 95 again. As you know, it happens. Oh yeah, I heard about about the Yakuza series. I never really played it myself because I'm not like super into it. I gotta say my favorite setting has to be fantasy. But I suppose I am a picky fantasy person because your setting of fantasy also can't just be generic. It has to like include at least some sort of flavor that I'll enjoy. But that being said, there is quite a lot of like flavors of fantasy that I enjoy, including I enjoyed like Kingdoms of Amalur, which is very, I don't know, very vanilla fantasy. So you don't need to be that creative, but you have to be like, have some creativity. That being said, I will make exceptions to that, and I will play games that are not in the setting of fantasy as long as like they interest me. So for example, Mass Effect 1 and 2 were very cool, even though they're sci-fi, and I don't tend to like sci-fi all that much. So that is Wrap, Mithril Saber, and I am equipped with Dwarven Saber, and Mithril Saber is obviously better. Let me just take that. I now have a blue sword. Hooray! Progression! What the heck is that? Oh, okay, that is a tiger. I thought that it was a unique creature, where like its tail was its nose and its butt cheeks were its eyes, but no. That is not how it works, yo. Okay, that was teleporter. Sometimes it's just a bricked up wall. Where am I? Yeah, I believe you. I don't tend to like play Asian settings all that often. Except when it comes to like simulation games. Like my Princess Maker or Volcano Princess. That sort of thing. In that case, I really like Asian games. I'm gonna overwrite this one because I forgot which one was the like most recent one, and I have a feeling that this is... Oh, this wasn't death! Interesting. I thought that was gonna be death. It wasn't. Give me all your money! I'm gonna rightfully spend it on mysticism training. Considering that this is a very long dungeon and I'm thinking with portals, I 100% think that I have gotten lost. So the right place will only be found in lieu of a miracle or cheating, one or the other, which is probably fine. Oh, that one's fun! Says the person that plays it every single year. So, you know, I'm definitely a reliable narrator at this point. Do install the unofficial patch though, because... Whoa, the game just farted at me. The game can like break and start crashing at specific points in the story because it was never patched. So at the very least you need to like go on the internet and find the unofficial patch. It's kind of like the setup that you have for something like The Sims 3. Which is like, oh yes, an old game. In order to play this game, I need to install the game, then I need to like find the NRAS mod, then I have to like put my settings the way that they should be in order for it to like delete cars and shit every single day so that the game doesn't get cluttered. Yeah, we're definitely only finding things if a miracle strikes. So, let's pray for a miracle. Because I'm gonna need it. Though probably The Sims 3 has like a biggest preparation when it comes to just like playing a game, but I kind of gotten used to it because of it. I am gonna save over these places because now I feel like I might not get stuck. When we were like in a smaller portal room, I was afraid that we will. I love games that like come playable right out the box. But because we're on like systems of 2024, even when old games that were kind of playable out of the box, it's not quite so anymore most of the time, so you kind of have to think about how to install and set up something. Oh cool, free bear! I normally have to pay for those. You know, I said I'm gonna overwrite the save because I no longer feel like I'm gonna get stuck. I feel like I might have gotten stuck, so let me just take a look for any secret rooms. Might be a way out. Also, my cat really squishes me into like this tiny place over here. And he is a very good kitty. But it means that after a while my neck starts hurting. I don't know what it has to do with like the way that I keep my arms, but I'm gonna guess it's shoulder time that's doing it. Game, legitimate question. Is there literally no way out of here? Because I think that that might be what has happened here. We have generated a place with no way of leaving. Yeah, I don't see any entrance points. My cat sometimes like is sitting on top of my computer, which is very annoying. So, because we have literally no way to progress. Button. Woo! That is such a lifesaver. If I can, this week I want to make a video on tips of how to enjoy OG Daggerfall. Turn on the freaking cheats. Will be one of the things that I'm gonna say. Mostly, goodbye, Skelly, because you can't just get stuck, or this might happen. There is a way to like return on solid ground, but I forget what the specific command is, so now I need to Google it. The move back and forth one is so easy. Okay, Alt F11. Somebody remember this for me? Because I have no brain and I will forget. Get back to your previous location. Cheat. Works regardless you have cheats on or not. Is it walk on the water? No, it's purification. Okay. If we fall down there, I have no way of like returning back to where I am, so let's not do that. That is a magically held lock. Unfortunately, I can't unlock those with brute force. I say very unfair game. Very unfair. Let me hit your butt. Ooh. +7, don't mind if I do. Look at the game here, just like getting me kitted out in Mithril. Also preventing me from needing to ever fix anything because the game's kidding me out in Mithril. Let me just walk around your wheelbarrow. Whoop! I actually don't know how that happens, the wall texture overlaying on top of the enemies from time to time. ask if the wall textures are also 2D. I'm like, duh, they are. So like, I wonder how does the game worky? Considering that it is like a 3D game. Well, thankfully, by pressing the teleport button, we seem to have unfucked ourselves because I'm now somewhere familiar. Now the only question is what to do, where go? I think honestly maybe go there. Look, mister that makes porny games. Shouldn't you, you know, like a fucking? Avoiding it seems to be going in the wrong direction. Now mind you, it's kind of good for me to avoid it because YouTube does not like nudity. Censoring nudity is also so annoying. Werewolf's blood! Let's equip it! Did I get it? It's a new werewolf's blood. I think that's what I came here for. Oh, well that sounds like a happy accident. Kind of thing that, you know, starts bad and then ends good. I'm gonna do a bit more delving in here because I might as well. Afterwards we should probably head back because I feel like I have what I came here for. And if I don't, then we're just gonna show the middle fingers in the air and go, well, oh well. You guild. I am only a tad worried because normally it like gives me a pop-up of like, yeah, this is the item that you were looking for. And it kind of didn't this time, but it is like the right thing. I came out looking for werewolf's blood and I found werewolf's blood. Unless of course I was looking for some sort of like special werewolf's blood with like extra seasoning or whatever and I just did not realize it. That wheelbarrow is really throwing me off because I have a feeling that I've been here. Yeah, I imagine it would be. Yeah, I was here. Long ago, I've been here. Okay, and what is through there? Something that I haven't fully explored. Finding my way back will be a task. Not gonna lie. Well, I always enjoy seeing those. What the hell is this? Just parchment? Because, like, I can't use it. It probably was just parchment. I'm literally, like, sitting here thinking that it might be a recipe or something, and then I'm just picking up paper. As you do, you know. That door's growling at me. But also that's another teleporter and it might go absolutely anywhere. But at the same time, if it does, I can't just scroll back here, so let's do it. Ah yes, clearly. We can already hear a skeleton greeting us. He's just like doing his dance of joy somewhere behind this door. Are you here? Are you here? Ah, yes. This is where you were singing your song of joy. I see. If I'm very, very lucky, then one of these teleporters will just like spew me out exactly where I need to go. We rested a little bit and then somebody opened the door. Hello. Oh no, it's a man. Men hit hard for some reason. Might be because they still have flesh and bones on them. Who were those barbarians? They almost killed you. Maybe you should just forget about Lysandra's ghost. Oh right, those are my hired assassins. They tend to have quite nice money on me, so I always like that. I was supposed to get some werewolf's blood for the Mages Guild, but ideally I just wanted to collect quite a bit of money so that I can train mysticism so that friggin' teleporting doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I should probably like find a mysticism spell that's, you know, easy to use so that I can use it a lot and, you know, become a buff mystic. Because really, the absolute thing, whoa, hello, that I'm trying to achieve, this is the whole like sidetrack that we were doing for the past few sessions, is get enough Mages Guild reputation, high enough stats, in order to be able to make our own items, in order to be able to imbue ourselves with intelligence, so that I can put a teleport point at the start of the dungeon when we're doing story dungeons, and then when I find my target so that I can just like port out, which would make my life a lot easier, but also, like you can see, it's like a whole side thing on its own. Like, hey, let's go and grind out Mages Guild, guys, and magic stats and stuff so that I can do this one very specific thing of magics. A lot of murder has taken place in here and now I'm afraid I gotten myself stuck again. We'll see. Okay, so exit is that way somewhere. Yes! It's giving me lovely monies. Okay, that's a cage. And nothing else. I thought that maybe there was like, I don't know, a way for me to fly up from here. Don't ask what my brain is thinking. A lot of things. Now mind you, unlocking cheats, I practically made myself a teleport spell, but it only allows me to go to places that the game finds to be important, not necessarily me. Oh, that's a hole. I kinda wanna go up and not down. But I'm finding so many holes to fall into. I don't know if like hearing things is promising or the reverse of it. Considering that technically the exit would have no enemies. Okay, this is a room. But at the same time, enemies mean money. I do like that. Cash money for leveling my mysticism with. Because each level of mysticism is costing me 700 gold. I like money too, it's so wonderful. my real life money is causing me so many headaches that I stopped talking about money. But it turns out I like money everywhere. Anyway, I am now going in literal circles, but something is growling around here, so... There's also some, like... water somewhere? I feel like you're probably better at it than I am. Huh? Okay, now that is a brick wall. If I ever saw one. What? Do other people then like it and take it away? Is that it? Oh, hello! Whoops. The hell is an Adoric? What happens if I equip it? Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure that the thing that I was wearing was magicked, so... Maybe I should equip it back? And put my armor back up? So these things cannot be equipped. The gem obviously can. I really need to figure out what all of these things do. That is giant's blood. I'm still taking it. Ah! Oh, I mean, sort of. I suppose depends on the person. Is that closed? The area above me. Because it's sort of gray. So don't like super trust it. There we go, I have levitation now. Come on. Yeah, it is! This is closed. But it's also kind of... Where the heck are we? That would be my question. So, it's closed. I definitely can't get through there. So pressing this button can put you somewhere very interesting. I'm gonna take your magic shoes with me. I like free magic shoes. What? Is that also closed? I think so. Should be able to climb this if we jump at it long enough. What the heck are all these rooms? That is, yep, that is closed. What? Just... Whoa! Don't climb. Okay, so that is giant's blood. Did find some werewolf's blood already, but... There we go! That was the werewolf's blood that we needed! was inside water where I couldn't have gotten to it because I can't swim all that well. Hello! Sticking around was a good idea. Let's take that and definitely like unwater ourselves very, very fast because otherwise I'm just gonna get wet. Let's put in a save. Where am I when it comes to the exit? This is now gonna be this kind of funky thing because, for the exit, I jumped down a hole to get where I am right now. I think it was this hole. So now I need to run all the way around there and get back to the hole. And then we can use levitation to try and get out of the hole. That is the plan. One day, if I ever have like a lot of subscribers and viewers on YouTube or whatever, they're gonna be like, "You cheated! This playthrough doesn't count." But honestly, I would have gotten irredeemably stuck if I haven't, because for one thing, I have passed some things like portals that I would have not been able to get out of unless I cheated, because there was no way back. Let me just... There we go. Emerald of Venom Spitting. Even though this is levitation, I don't know how that makes any sense. Let's pinch up a little bit more. Jesus. I might be a floor too high, we'll see. No, probably not, because I have been here before. Oh, thank God, that is the exit. Okay, okay, we found the exit. We have found the exit, everybody. We can now just turn around and figure out where the bear came from, because if there's anything else on this floor that I can grab, loot, you know, that's awesome. Oh, that is a big room. Nothing in this room so far, but it is definitely huge. Hello! You tend to have money in your pocket. I want it. Even if it is not a lot of money, I still want it. That cash can be the difference between a level of mysticism and no level of mysticism. Then go and make some pasta! You're an adult, you can do whatever you want, which includes eating pasta whenever you want to. I can't actually open that trapdoor. I wonder if there's a special button for trapdoors or something else that I'm missing. Oh! Okay, so that is the lower floor. Oh, fair, you can just get here. You can do that little bit of climb, which is good. But apparently not the full climb. No, I'm good. I wanna go back to the Mages Guild now. Hello! Hello, Butts. I hope that you're doing great today. You know, I get so comfy. Ah, yes! Daggerfall's a call to you. I got so comfy between the Mages Guild and the inn that I definitely forget if there's anything else in this town, which there obviously is. This is a very big town. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. When was the last time I saved? Because this is a soft block. This is a soft block. Yeah, Orvius has everything. It happens to me, that soft lock, from time to time. It actually means that we will have to travel there a lot more carefully. This is one of the things that I have encountered before with this game. I want to know, when was the last time I saved? Guess it might have been a while ago. I hope that I have that bloody thing. Maybe if I load it inside, it would be safer. Because maybe I saved it here. Come on, game, you can do it. Okay, now... how could I tell? Okay, this is 11th of Frostfall. Like 1 AM. Why, thank you. I'm trying to keep my natural hair because I'm going gray. And if I try this one, maybe when I'm fully gray, I'll actually diet something. Because I got so sad when I started going gray in my 20s. That's on the 10th of Frostfall, so okay, those are definitely later. I think this is where I saved because I was afraid to get into a portal. And this is midday of Frostfall. Yeah, that's... at the very least, this is after I completed the quest, I think. So that's all good. I don't know if I got into that, like, extra bits. But let's ignore that. And let's overwrite the save, because now we're gonna be going to Orvius one step at a time. So where are we? We're like somewhere over here. Let's try the palace. Okay, we managed to get to the palace. Can we go to Orvius from here? That is the question. Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see if we can do it without soft locking ourselves. Go and make that pasta! I believe in you! You can do it. Thank God. We managed to get to Orvius and I'm still within the time limit. The friggin... do this shit! Okay. 6 AM. Where am I? Oh, because I'll have to go all that way to the Mages Guild anyway. I think I'm just gonna try and go to the trade post and then loiter around for a while. Because I do want to do some selling. Mostly I want to sell the armor that I picked up. That's not on me. All of the towns in Daggerfall are pretty big. I must say. I don't know, can I? Oh yeah, I can actually like sell armor and stuff too, that's good. Yeah, please take both of these. And also have this, you can have oil if you want. Thankfully, I can't sell off my Mage's Guild thingy to this person. No, I haven't. You do make a fine point that maybe I should. I know that it ended on a very, very sad note, as in the last couple games are absolutely tragic, but I have heard that the first couple of games are actually very good. And by couple, I mean there has been quite a few Ultimas, so like probably first, I don't know, 10-ish. I don't know how high Ultima goes. I just know that there was the online version, and afterwards they had some pretty piss poor releases until they stopped coming out. And I watched reviews of those like bad releases and like their plot points and everything. But that's like my whole exposure to Ultima series. It's kind of like Final Fantasy. I've played 14, I've heard of the rest. And 11 was also an MMO, I know that much. It probably is, I've never tried it. Considering that I've now decided that my channel is actually a retro channel with spooky mixed in, so we're gonna try and fit only into 2 gaming categories, which are very, very broad, to just kind of give it more of a theme rather than just doing what the hell. Because I used to do like Harry Potter and Sims and shooters and new games and old games and like spooky games and Barbie games and everything. I was like, okay, I'm doing a bit of everything and occult on the side. That's not good. I'm gonna continue doing some occult on the side because I have nowhere else to upload it, but for the rest, we're just gonna fall into 2 categories. It's either retro or it is spooky. One or the other. I can't wait until we start arguing what is retro. It probably is, but Square Enix released like quite a few of their like Final Fantasy kerfuffles everywhere. Currently on my horizon though, which is very important, Elder Scrolls Arena. I've heard some clunky things about that one, but it's not as long as the rest of them, so it will be fine. We will survive it. And absolutely my yearly return to Bloodlines for exactly 1 playthrough, but this is gonna be the playthrough in which I do not level. I do not use XP whatsoever, and I probably do all the side quests regardless, because you know, you want to challenge yourself and see how good you can still like do all this shit. Endgame might be quite a pickle, but it is something that I want to try. Hey, it's your friendly personal ghost. Start offering them things like coffee. Be like, hey mate, the only one that can see you is me, apparently. So, would you like to have a drink with me? And I'm saying this half joking, but like the practice of leaving something out for house spirits in order to just, you know, be nice and coexist peacefully is like a real thing, so it's only half a joke. Was it a fun one? Did it come with pictures? I suppose this will do. Couldn't have brought back a fresher sample. What, do you want me to kill a werewolf? I mean, I still have 2 werewolf blood samples in my backpack because I found some extra ones. Like, I also found some giant's blood. I don't know how I'm identifying what kind of blood it is, but apparently my spidey blood sense tingles. The quality of guild members just isn't what it used to be. Well, here is your finder's fee, Myrta. Thank you. Ah, okay, so we have found the differentiator. Pre-2000s probably retro, post-2000s probably not retro yet. Like, I don't know, when we hit 2030s, maybe at that point it will be retro. I would like to know how much money I have. I find this to be important. 6,000, that's not a lot of money. I want to sell more things. Please, kind sir, teach me in the ways of mysticism. Thank you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go places and I'm gonna just like churn out my pockets. By the way, we still need some reputation with them because now I meet the level requirements, I'm pretty sure, for the next rank up. Yeah, destruction is 21. And then restoration is 55. But I probably don't meet the, you know, reputation requirements just yet. So we do need to do some quests with the dude, but I'll probably do some guarding missions in a second. I went outside in particular in order to find like a place to just give all my shit to. Superior used equipment. Sounds like I might be able to sell my armor to it. Orvias's gems sounds like maybe they might be alchemy. Oh, Edward's finest pot herbs will definitely be alchemy. So let's go and find Edward's finest pot herbs because I always have quite a few alchemical ingredients that I am not using because I am noob. So I can get me some nice cash by like giving them away, and this will be my stash of cash that I will use to train mysticism. My character is primarily a fighter. Like you can see a whole bunch of like I invested quite a lot of persuasion because I was afraid that people aren't gonna talk with me. Strength is kind of like my primary stat. I selected Longblade for something to go stabby stab, and I wanted to go dodging and restoration in order to give myself survivability because I was very, very afraid to actually enter this game. It appears that dodging actually does the opposite of what it says it does. Like, so instead of increasing the amount of time that you don't get hit, it increases the amount of time where you yourself miss. So it's not a good stat to have, but that's not something that I knew. My majors were short blade, critical strike, and I thought I'll take like a little bit of destruction just in case I want to do a little bit of magicka. I ended up being with very, very low intelligence, which I have been raising it in the past couple levels. So that magicka was kinda useless, to be fair. And then my minor skills just ended up being a whole bunch of other combat skills like blunt weapon, axe, hand-to-hand, mercantile, jumping, medical. Well, mercantile isn't... well, that's haggling, but, you know, the rest of them, they're either like tanky healing or straight up attack. So that's what I was gonna... that was what I was doing. I find it funny that my running is 94. Because that doesn't even like come in to my minor skills. So technically what I'm doing here, it's not like ideal for my build, but one of the things that I kind of regret is not taking mysticism and not like investing points into it, because I want to be able to teleport, goddammit. That's like the one spell that I want to be able to cast. Isn't store? Oh no, I'm just at somebody's random residence. Sorry. This is the store. It doesn't look very store-like. Yeah, OMG! High running! Not high speed, mind you, but high running. Take it, my guy, and give me all your money. Oh, only 6,000 gold. I'll take it. Thank you. Still have some armor to sell. Just getting rid of everything that I don't need. For the sheer purpose of, Please. Please. Let me have money to train with. That's what I want. But I will try to remember that, but I most likely won't. I think you'll have to repeat it again after I'm done with Bloodlines. Or after I'm getting close to finishing Bloodlines. There's quite a few people that like gave me good suggestions, one of which was Kane! And I forgot that Legacy of Kane is like a game series. And now I actually kinda wanna like look into the very, very old ones. Okay, I can't actually sell anything to you. God damn it, Metallurgian. You're not the armor store that I thought you were. Superior used equipment, gotta be it, right? So, like, a lot of people know a lot of awesome retro games and are very, very excited about the channel's direction, and so am I. But the thing is, my head's porous. Information comes in and then it also flows right back out again. So I'm trying to remember these things. I probably won't. So it's just better to repeat them when I'm like, oh, well, I finished with that. What now? At that point, everyone can be like, oh, I know a good one. Are you the equipment store? You look funny. You kind of look like a bank to me, but I'll trust it. Aha! Wizard lock and wizard lock. So I don't need two of you. You can have one. Don't know what that does, and I don't know what that does. Yeah, I'll take 2,000 gold. Thank you so much! That currently is like probably 10 levels in mysticism. I'm so happy that we did this. I should probably save it. I'm just gonna save this as Urias. Though I gotta say, this top is slightly dangerous. It's one of my favorite dresses. I'm glad that I fixed it because the belt part broke. So I replaced the belt with a very, very like chonky brooch. This is another one. I have two so that I can, you know, select them based on my mood. I'm wearing of them, and by like also sewing like an X formation where the brooch goes, so that if I don't have a brooch, it kind of looks like there's a bit of a decal there, so it doesn't like look super abnormal. And then if I want, I can put a brooch there, which is normally what I'm doing. So the belt idea is gone because the belt is no longer very belty, but at least something's there. So it doesn't look super wrong. It's just that I know how it used to look like and what it looks like now, but it works. I'm very glad that I did fix it. It took a while because it took for a while for everything to show up. Together with the fact that it's apparently not like linen, but it's dyed linen. So now that I think of it, there's probably no such thing as naturally black linen. Of course it's dyed linen. But like the point where the whole old like faux belt broke, that part also kind of rubbed it because the belt was plastic and was sewn in, so I couldn't just like take it off, unfortunately. And the plastic rubbed against the material and it rubbed off the paint as well, so you could like see the previous material's color. So I had to re-dye this black. Apparently fairly easy to do, but I had to like use 3 washing machine washes because you wash it with the dye and then you wash your thing separately and then you wash out the washing machine. That's what the dye says to do so that it's not like permanently staining everything in there. And then I removed the area where like the plastic belt was, and then like I sewn in like a cotton X there, so just make it look a bit more stylized to hide that something was supposed to be there. And then on that X I just kind of attach a brooch to be like a faux old belt buckle thing. And that is how we roll, and it works. So I'm glad that I fixed this. But one of the things about very nudie dresses that I did not know, though I started using very, very nudie dresses, is that it's actually fairly easy to fall out of them. This one, like, the sleeves are like on this little pulley thing, like a rope thing, so you can have like longer sleeves or you can have shorter sleeves. I always have no sleeves, and then I tie both of the rope endings at the back so that I don't accidentally give you more view than you should ever have. And the other dress that I have is an even more naked one because the top is practically just a bralette and it didn't quite fit me. So I chopped off the endings, and now the endings are like on little ties to make it easier for me to adjust it. But that does not a very safe garment make. But there's probably never, in the current England weather, that I would ever see myself walking outside with a bralette. So that's fine. Worst that I can do is flash Twitch. And then really like censor it for YouTube and put myself off stream, so it's not like super bad. Well, let me tell you, right now is actually quite a good day. It's 16 degrees. It's been about, I don't know, 7 degrees at nighttime and like 15 degrees at daytime. So if I went outside in that, in a bralette, it would be kind of cold. And that's, by the way, Celsius, not Fahrenheit, though both of them would be cold, but if it was Fahrenheit, that would make it -Celsius, so you might be thinking that it's snowing. It is not snowing, it's just, I don't know, it's a bit above jacket weather, but a bit below coat weather, I would say. Jacket weather for mornings kind of works. I don't want to kill rogue anything for you, I do want to guard now. So please give me a guard quest. I am not Murta the Magician. No, 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 you had me mistaken for someone else. Yes, I will guard him while he sleeps. And then I will save. And then I will loiter for 3 hours. I have this great, great mystic sword. You guys will really like it. Now, you guys sometimes have a decent amount of gold. In case that sometimes is today, I will be absolutely looting that. Yeah, that's not bad. Refund me my fees. My practice fees, you know. Let's loiter again. The guild sends its compliments on a job well done. Parinak Yomwing is most grateful. Here is the malachite as promised. I don't know why I'm making that voice. Don't ask. What? What the hell? Oh, you're one of those assassins again. Never mind. It's okay, I know you. You guys have good money too. Yeah, feed me that money! And continue doing so, please. I really, really, really need it. I already saved. I could get a new quest right now. What are we doing on training? Right, I can't train with you just yet. Nope, there is another guard quest that I could... Yep. Listen, young magician, we need a guard. Will you do it? Yes? Guard here until 3 in the morning. That I can do, especially considering that it's probably quite late right now. Yeah, it's about 6 a.m. Unfortunately, the only legal method is to loiter. But thankfully, it is 100% legal to loiter. So I can just loiter in here repeatedly. But I can't, like, do a very long time skip, unfortunately. So I have to just loiter, loiter, loiter. Looky here, boys, a guard. Gee, I'm all scared and shaking. Let's leave the tongue on the floor, on the door, as a warning not to mess with the Thieves Guild. Get him! Okay, I would say that you guys do hit very hard, but at the same time, you guys are also, like, piling into a singular pile, which is a bit stupid if you ask me. I will also remove these boots, because they're magical, it might be useful to me. At least one of them, I'll have trouble getting to her remains, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Hi, can you train me? And mysticism, please! Thank you. Let me loiter for 3 more hours. Well done, Myrta. These thieves didn't stand a chance against you. Here, take this emerald. It's really the least we can do. Yeah, I'm figuring that out. Like, it's been a while since we slept. We should probably, you know, do that. Oh no. I passed out a little bit. Now we get to sleep. Ah. What time is it? Oh, not bad. Not bad. We can get right back in there. And train mysticism again. Look at that recall now only being 78. That is precisely what I want to see. Hello! Please. I sold everything that I had, outside of some things, in order to pay you to train me in mysticism. And I'm gonna put in the save over here. And see, can we, like, find another easy one? Just, guard something. I don't know, will he have one? If not, we're gonna take, like, an imp one, and we're gonna go and kill an imp. Don't want to really kill a Natronak. Unfortunately, it seems that after a while they stop, like, randomizing the guard ones. And just be like, oh yeah, I gave this to somebody else, like... and I've just come out of a dungeon, so I don't really want to go back into a dungeon. Yeah, you know what? I'll kill you, a rogue imp. I don't know why you keep on introducing to me, but... You know, you do you. Palace of Nightsgale. The K is silent. Okay, Knight's Gate. Ugh. Names. Stupid names. Let me just throw in the save so that we don't just explode on travel. It happens sometimes. A night skate. Ooh. Well, that's far. Let's get there recklessly. Don't pass out, don't pass out, don't pass out. Didn't pass out! Woo! Okay, now I will probably have to loiter for a while because the gate is closed, which is fine. At the very least, when that pass out happened, it actually worked. I can nearly see the town. And nobody would want to let me in. So unfair. Evil people. The only reason why I traveled... Oh, I have 11 days, okay. The only reason why I traveled recklessly is because I was afraid that I didn't actually have enough days for this, but it seems fine. I now need to find a structure that kind of looks like a palace. Ha! That would be it. Palaces are always either like really large or really solid. Well, normally, might be just me, but normally your walls and buildings should kind of be solid. But, you know what I mean. I mean that either on a map it's gonna be like a very, very large territory and you're like, that's probably the palace. Or it's just gonna like be this solid block. Well, if I'm not kicked from my guild, I might not be, but I feel like it's gonna be very awkward for a while. And I'm gonna be very busy this week. Because I am hosting a lot of things. If I'm kicked from the guild, then I would suddenly be very, very free, but it would be sad. So it's one or the other, but... During this week, I do want to make a video listing the tips that I learned about Daggerfall, OG Daggerfall, not Unity Daggerfall, that I could pass on to any new players that might come along. I think that would be a good video to make. But it feels like it would be definitely a hefty time investment. Because some of the things that I've experienced, like, you know... Ha! That was very easy. Like this bug of passing out while traveling and getting soft locked. I would need footage for that. And obviously, I have like 30 hours of footage right now. Like, actually about 36 hours of footage soon. But it means that finding something very specific might be hard. Go! Don't pass out because I haven't saved. Woo! Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We'll have to do that again. As I was saying! Let me hide the window capture because then I won't need to recapture Daggerfall. Normally if I stop Daggerfall it results to streaming my Steam. I don't particularly like that. It feels somehow revealing. I don't know what kind of information, considering that it's not like... Your Steam like library can't be that, you know, private, can it? It feels weird, but it feels revealing. I don't know why. I think I saved directly in front of the building. I'm now loading into it. And... Go, Windows Capture, go! Thankfully, you are actually going, because just so you know, I'm playing in a very, very tiny window. Yeah, I don't know why that feels so personal. Even though it's literally just a list of games that I play. It's always like, oh no, it's kind of like somebody seeing you on these, except that it shouldn't feel that way. And this game loves doing that, because it loves crashing. Alright, so we're here right now. Orvias is all the way down there, so let's try middle point. Infinite Martyr of Stendarr. Take me there, please. I'm at Infinite Martyr of Stendarr now. This is definitely a location of all time. I just want to open the map as to what is even here. There's a temple. Interesting. Let's enter this. Just so that we know what's here, because, you know, we're traveling back after our epic quest of killing the imp. So we may as well check out this place. No, this is just a normal Temple of Stendarr. Your loyalty and skill have not gone unnoticed, Myrta. In fact, it is my honor to inform you that the Temple Elders have decided to give you a new title, that of Disciple. But it's more than a title. With it, you have a new privilege in the temple, the right to use our potion maker. Talk to our mixer if you don't believe me. Congratulations. I now want to Google Daggerfall, Temple of Stendarr, just so that I figure out what level Disciple is. I don't actually like have this on my head. I'm sorry. I am looking at Google quite a lot. You won't believe me. Disciple is level 5 at Temple of Stendarr. Huh. That's pretty high. I can buy potions, make potions. I can heal wounds for free as always, and I can access the library. And that's 5 times 2% chance to survive death. Except from drowning. So, I now have a 10% chance to avoid getting death hit on accident. I went in here for the lols because I came to this place because, you know, to avoid the whole bug thing. And it appears... Temple of Stendarr? I did so many quests for them before that once I've hit the level requirements... They too have decided that I am worthy, all on a complete accident purpose. Anyway, let's try and get into Orvias now. I did put in a save on Magician. Thank God! We made it. We made it back home. We live in Orvias. You know, I was doing a lot of Temple of Stendarr at the start of this. Like right at the start of this playthrough, because I wanted to just like get a couple of ranks, but I've done a lot of quests for them. Spent like what, 2-3 sessions on it? I did not actually think that we were gonna like rank up with them. Thought I'm just gonna like, oh, okay, I reached a couple of ranks. That's, you know, good enough. I achieved what I wanted. I like reached level 3 or 5 or whatever I was looking for. My memory is like a big sponge. It's good that it's big, but it also leaks a lot through all the sponge holes that it has. So I tend to no longer remember what were my goals, like, at the start of the playthrough. Well, yeah, I thought we're gonna, like, leave it there, but no, we ranked up on accident. I know what I'm calling this episode, and everybody will be like, huh? The Archmagister has approved your promotion to the rank and station of Enchanter in the Mages Guild. As an Enchanter, you hereby are granted the right to use the Guild's enchantments as you see fit. Our Mage Smith will be honored to assist you in enchanting any items you desire. If I may be so bold, I offer you my personal congratulations to you, Enchanter Myrta. Nice! So we can do the whole enchanting thingy. But at the same time, well, first, give me my money, honey. Secondly, I would actually love to, like, train with him. Some more. Because every single time I do this, my mysticism... My thing costs less. And I also don't think that I have any free items on me, unfortunately. And by free, I mean... I don't think I have any unenchanted items. I don't actually know where you get, like, jewels from. Okay, I have one. I have an emerald. I can try and, like, put intelligence on it, which I will. But I also need Mrs. Identifier. So that I can just identify everything that's in my inventory. So that I know what all of these things do. Then we can judge whether they're useful or not. Info. Cure poison. Wizard's fire. Wizard lock. Shield. Fireball. Jack of trades. That's an interesting one. Levitate. Yes! You go! Wisdom. Right. Well, that's free action, and that is levitate. I like having a second levitate just in case my first one breaks. We can replace the free action because I don't really need it. But for that I need to just like figure out who's the head poncho here. You are. Item to be enhanced. This one. Add powers. Oh, Jesus. Cast when held. Improve talents. Strengthens armor, featherweight. Enhances skill. Enhances skill, maybe? No, that's not a skill. Hey, I don't wanna make the wrong thing, but this is so hard to read. What if I don't do, like, intelligence, but I just do extra spell points? Wait, no. That had another menu. I'm just gonna put in a save in here. I'm gonna call it Enchanter. Because I do need extra spell points. That is precisely what I'm doing. So... Okay, that is pricey. Like, I could put extra spell points, but yeah, I don't think that this is something that I can afford. Excuse me? How do I put away my mouse now? I remember it being 5, but it doesn't want to do it. Controls. Yeah, activate cursors 5. Let's reload because the game doesn't want to allow me to switch controls now, even though obviously the button 5 works. So that's great. Can I really not do it? What? How does that work? Well, outside of it doesn't. That's so interesting. Okay, let's write that off as a reload sort of issue again. But yeah, apparently enchantment really expensive. Now we know. I'm not surprised. It wasn't... What is it called? It was also really expensive in Morrowind as well. What if I change the activate cursor button? Something else. Nope, it's still stuck like this. Well, that's interesting. Do I have a save that doesn't have it stuck? Well, I would, but it would be like super too far away, wouldn't it? So either we find a way to fix that or we're playing with tank controls. Yeah, like it works in here. And then it no longer works in here? What? No. No, it doesn't. All of the menus do not work at the moment. I can't even tab, Jesus. No, the menus still don't work. Tab doesn't work. Means I need to figure out what part that game is at. And like the quest generation thing is it close? Is it close? Ah, this is... I think enchanting menu is a no-go. I think we cannot do enchantments without literally breaking the game. Come on, keyboard. You can do this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, don't tell me that that was the issue again. It might be a keyboard issue. It might be okay. Chord. Let's try. I know that you can't see anything, but I'm just trying to fix shit on my end. Just game broke pretty badly. Just that menu works. 6 doesn't work. All the other menus work. 20th of Frostfall. And if I load quest generation, it will definitely be quite a few days back. I think it was before we did the imp quest. 14th of Frostfall, that is way back. Where is this at? Where is Revias at? Is it closer or not? The 18th of Frostfall. Much closer. Right, so this is right before we tried to kill the imp. So we're gonna kill the imp. We're gonna meet with the temple people again. I might have already killed the imp. We're gonna meet with the Mages Guild people again. But we're gonna abandon the idea of enchanting an item. Because seriously, it broke my whole game. Like, it is not something that we can do. As simple as that. I have to assume I've already done it. Like, I already killed that imp. Now, if you remember, we saved here. Because the going back broke. So... we are now going to have to retrace our steps. Bleeding Martyr of Stendarr. Let's go there again. Let's level up again. This time we're never accessing the enchanting vendor. That has been decided. It breaks my game, unfortunately. And I am a disciple again. I have no diseases. We're gonna overwrite Enchanter. And we're going to travel again, this time directly to Revias. So the only way for me to get the mage's points that I need is to level mysticism. Woo! Well, that and level up a little bit, which will increase my intelligence, which will increase how much magic I have. Can I just cast that on nothing? Is that an option? Okay, well that seems like a sane thing to do. We're not gonna get levels from this. We might need to abandon our mission to get teleport until we level up again, because teleport is very, very expensive. Unless we get to very, very high mysticism points. But Enchanter is a no-no. Just does not work on my side. It breaks my control scheme. But now we know. I kind of don't regret the journey. I feel good being a disciple. That's probably Temple of Stendarr, that's probably the Mages Guild. I can sort of recognize them now from just taking a look at it. I don't know why, but playing this on like an old DOS box feels so groundbreaking. I am Enchanter again! Give me my money, thank you. Thank you for training me in mysticism. Did I already identify my items? That is the question. No. Right, we'll need to re-identify those. That is a spell maker. Wait, no, that's a spell seller. That is the guy that we never, ever, ever touch in our existence ever again. You here identify absolutely everything. And now let's see whether that is procedurally generated or not. Levitate, jack of all trades. No, no, okay. The powers are decided on, you know, buying the item. Or rather, getting the item. That is Daedra summoning. It is not something that we do. That is outside. Good to know. That is teleportation. It is not something that we do. Where the bloody hell is the chick that makes spells? I remember there being one. Well, I need to figure out how the game works. There we go, make spells. Open. Per 5 levels. I forget how to use this menu. It's very hard. Oh, okay. How do I confirm? Okay, exit. Exit will work. Spell name. Mystic. Training zzzz. Sure. Bye. Thank you very much. Ah, time for my favorite place. The bed. You know what? The next time when we log in into this game, I'm now treating it like an MMO. We're gonna go questing. Either way, we have quite a bit of quests. Whether we can use open things or not, we're gonna go questing. We're gonna get our intelligence up by legitimate means. But until then, for the rest of today, I want to get as much of this done as possible. We're not gonna get a level up from training mysticism, but maybe we might get our, you know, the whole thing down enough. Please, excuse me, I'm trying to train in here. I like how they're like, stop investigating the stupid murder shit. And I'm just sitting in this room casting mysticism. Do you mind? Casting mysticism? Casting open on non-locked objects. Christina Greencroft suddenly runs away, her feet making no sound as she disappears into the shadows. Okay, what was that even? Yay! More mysticism! More mysticism! Give me all the mysticisms! We'll have to pay for more room, but this isn't like an expensive way of doing it, so it works. It's pretty cheap. And every single mysticism point so far dropped the price of teleport by 1 point. So we literally we want to do a lot of this. I once again am getting quite a bit of anxiety over the whole guild situation, so I currently have my Discord off and my phone set to off. So I'm like, oh boy, the moment when I stop streaming, it's gonna... I hope that the messages are kind. Good morning, Gorvario. We are talking life and training mysticism. We have found out today. How old is Daggerfall? It was made in 1996. It's 28 years old. We have found a bug today, which makes sure that I cannot use an enchanter. That's how I was gonna get extra intelligence. Which is how I was gonna get cast teleport. And now I can't. So, we are now speed rushing the training of mysticism. And sometimes the game sends assassins. And they're like, stop investigating this person's murder. When my character has obviously stopped investigating this person's murder because they're just sitting there casting open spells over and over again and then falling back asleep for 6 hours and then doing that again. I reached like rank 5 with both Mages Guild and Temple of Stendarr. And they're like, you know, oh, stop pursuing the main story plotline. And I was like, I have not been doing that for a very long time now. I mean, I'm gonna return to doing it next session when we do this, but this session is just like maximum deconfuse. I'm practicing not on levitate, but I'm practicing on open doors because apparently it trains mysticism, and it seems that it really does train mysticism. I have done quite a few like main story quest signs at level 5, but now I'm level 7, so I have quite a few of them again. And I do want to do them, but first, the one thing that I wanted to do was to be able to cast teleport? Because this would let me to get back to the entry of the dungeon without really stressing about it. I am planning to make a tips video on Daggerfall with all of the things that I personally learned about it. Mysticism probably just definitely gonna go into it. Like, teleportation's important, yo. Yeah, I'm playing OG version, the classic version, not the Unity version. It breaks sometimes. But I am a stubborn goat, and I'm learning how to navigate around the creaky breakages of the game. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna completely shit itself at one point, but for now we can do this. At some point, the in-person will have to kick me out. But I did purchase something like 2,000 hours, so... At the beginning, because I bought like good half a year of living in this inn. So, for now, this is what I can do. Unfortunately, I can't actually level up from mysticism. The same way as I can't level up from running, because they're my mystic skills and they're not like the skills that I have selected as my major, minor, or main skills. So I'm never gonna increase my intellect from this, but I can drop how much teleport costs to cast to begin with. You spent 2k hours on it? Oh, wait, that was about how much, yeah. I just like pay for 150 days at a go or something like that. This way I can just camp out. Like, I currently live in the Revias. Though whoever actually manages to play Daggerfall for 2k hours, I salute you, my fine sir. Why have you not streamed that? Because that would be, I feel like that's almost a social experiment. I don't know. It's fairly low at the moment, so probably about 15, I want to say. So you can, like, pay for it. My mysticism's at 23 now, not bad. Like, with my restoration, it got to extreme numbers. I had to cast it something like over 80 times, like 90 times for it to go up by 1. With mysticism at the moment, it is still fast. So, if I look at recall, it is now costing me 69 to recall. Nice number. And if I look at my chart, I can't figure out where my mana is. It was probably around 28, maybe. Oh, wait. 24. I have 24. If we can get recall down to 24, we can use recall. Is that realistic? Probably not. Probably will have to do some leveling and invest all my points that I get into intelligence, which will raise how many spell points I have. Because, you know, I can't use Enchanter because it breaks my game. Thank you! I want to believe in myself. But also, for every, like, level that we go up in mysticism, it drops in price. So, if we did this for long enough, theoretically, if I somehow have grinded my mysticism skill, like, really high, I can probably drop it to cost 24. Maybe. Yeah! My game does not allow me to put away my mouse after I talk with Enchanter trainer. I tried everything. I had to reload, eventually. And saving and loading into that save leaves me with a broken save. So, the control scheme breaks upon talking with Enchanter and trying to do enchanting. Therefore, no enchanting from me. The only way that I'm ever gonna have the ability to teleport is if my mysticism's higher than what it is, or my intelligence is higher than what it is. One or the other. Or I get lucky and like find a random enchant, that would work too. But for now, we're not relying on luck. Next time, when we come back here, next episode, we are gonna be doing questing again. So, we might find some objects, we might like level up to level 8, so I might be able to invest all my points into intelligence, even though I'm using this strength-based character. This is painful. But I'm so determined to be able to cast effectively Mark and Recall, which is one spell in this game, that I'm prepared to do this now for a while. And then my cat goes thwack with his tail and enters my windows. Which, to be fair, there isn't anything good in my window, so that's fine. Oh! Oh, hoo, hoo. I suppose it's that person's comfort game, but I am impressed. Unless they just left it running for forever. And just like never closed the program, that's why it has that many hours instead of them actually like playing it. I gotta say, if somebody managed to stream good 2,000 hours of Daggerfall, I would be very impressed. It doesn't matter if it's the same save or not, but that would be a very, very dedicated person. Oh, yeah, well, they got off their Daggerfall binge, I suppose. Now, it's only a part-time job for them at this point. Like, I have some games with ridiculous amounts of hours. Normally they're MMOs. I know that if I was able to check my The Sims 2, Oblivion, or Vampire the Masquerade, it would probably possibly also be hitting MMO hours. But I've gotten those games before, you know, digital stuff was digital, so I can't actually approximate. But there was a time in my childhood when I was 10, and those were about the only 3 games that I had. And that lasted probably for 6 years, until I met my future husband, and he started like purchasing games for me. So, he was very nice. He gifted me Left 4 Dead, and I was very, very crap at it. For a while in my life. Yeah. I was living on like 3 games, maybe. So, because it was like my childhood, and I had so few games, I'm absolutely certain that if I could check the hours played on those, it would have been insane. Like, it would have definitely been like pushing MMO hours, which would mean thousands of hours into those games. I don't know, I don't remember how many hours I have put in Final Fantasy XIV, because I haven't played it in a while, so I haven't checked it in Steam in a while. But I think that's over 4,000, and I have checked Guild Wars 2 recently, and that's also over 4,000, which means that from my adult years, a considerable portion of my free time at one point or another has always been spent on MMOs, but also Final Fantasy XIV in its current incarnation, which is after 1.0, because that failed horribly for them. So then they like took it down and remade it and released it as like 2.0. That game has existed for like 10 years now, and Guild Wars 2 existed for 12. So it's like 4k hours over 10 years and 4k hours over like 12 years. So it doesn't like end up being this like insane number, but MMOs tend to be the kind of things where I push fascinating hours on. And that person managed to push more than my playtime in 2 MMOs combined in the last 12 years in Daggerfall alone. And Daggerfall alone hasn't released on Steam that long ago either. Like, I know it's been years, but I think they did it for... what was it? Their 20th anniversary of the Daggerfall series? So maybe 2020... No, it wouldn't... Okay, maybe it was 10 years ago that they released these. I can't check now. I'm trying to remember what was Serena released at. I think it was 1994 or something like that. If it was the 20th anniversary, then it would have been like 2014. If it was like the 25th anniversary, it would have been like about 2019. So they still had like quite a few years to amass those hours, but that is an impressive amount of hours. If that was an MMO, I would still be saying that that was an impressive amount of hours. Sometimes my medical skill goes up and I don't know why. I suppose I'm just so healthy that I'm learning how to take care of myself, just constantly sleeping in here. There are several things that I would like to know. One is, how many hours do I still have left on this inn room? Secondly, how much levels have I just amassed in mysticism? They haven't for a while now. But they have sent one to this room, so... in general, that just seems to happen at points. This is such a cheap way of leveling. All you pay for is a room. Bless you, magical abilities. Bless you. I wonder at what level can you, like, what rank with Mages Guild can you start making your own spells? I think it's a fairly, like, low rank, like rank 2 or something. Because now that was a godsend ability. That really, really helped. Maybe I should, like, try alchemy at some point, because I do have ingredients, and now I have access to the potion maker in the Temple Guild. The Temple Guild! Temple of Stendarr. I hope that the innkeeper doesn't find me weird. I keep on sleeping in here for long periods of time. Okay, let's throw in a save now and just check how much work have we done. Recall is now at 60. And my spells? And my mysticism is at 34. I think we moved up by 9. I don't expect to drop it. All the way down to 24. But I do believe that we can definitely do like fast 10 extra levels of mysticism or something like this. I completely do not doubt our ability to do that. I mean, technically I can grind it for forever, but I don't want to just like sit here grinding for like 4 or 5 hours. I've done that in like Morrowind, where I off-screened a lot of that. So like I would stop my stream, and then I would just like sit there, and I would grind, for maybe an hour or 2 hours, whatever I was practicing at that point. Thankfully, I didn't need all that many sessions, so I've only done that maybe 3-4 times. But I gotta say, man, it was boring for me. So it is not something that I wanna do, so I was like, screw it! Everything on screen for the most legitimate Daggerfall experience out there. But it also means that it's not like super fun watching, but then again, people like chopping logs in RuneScape, so I don't know. I have at maximum like 27 minutes of doing this. I've set myself a goal that next time when we do this, and the next time when we stream is, well, when I stream, it's gonna be Thursday. Hopefully I have an update for you about the whole guild drama. Hopefully nobody sees this video. The next time when I'm stream, it's gonna be Thursday. And on Thursday, I wanna go questing. Doesn't matter we have to teleport or not, we're going questing again. But if we can't get teleport in this playthrough, it's gonna be hell. Like, it legitimately is gonna be hell. It will hurt. Now mind you, how easy or hard it is to train mysticism is now gonna... It's now gonna start getting harder. I do have this brilliant idea, but now I have just shelved it because that would cost a lot of money. And would definitely cost like 10,500 gold. I could train destruction through a trainer 15 times up for a level up, which would allow me to slot in more intelligence. But actually, I don't want to do that because that would be very, very expensive at the moment. I might consider just like shelving my money and returning to that idea. But here's the thing, you spend like so many like hours preparing stuff in this game, but then if you're like, fuck it, I'm lazy, by the time you have like the money to do what you wanted to do, you already have progressed through the main story long enough that you just don't get to do what you want to do unless like you go out of your way, and at that point it doesn't super make sense to get out of your way. I feel like maybe I should at the very least sell some of the magical items that I have on me, because that would make more money. But that's not a rush because I don't think that they're heavy. They are contributing to the save bloat, as in the more objects you have on you, the more you risk, well, having bad save issues, because you can have you can overload the memory effectively. Which is funnily enough also like problem in Sims games. To think of it, having a lot on objects is a problem in The Sims 4, and that one's like 64-bit, so I don't actually know what happened there, but it sounds wrong. It sounds like whatever happened there is wrong. I am really surprised that I still have hours on the inn. But then again, I am sleeping for 6 hours at a time, but I would have needed to do 100 sleeps to get through like 600 hours. About 200 sleeps to get out through all of the hours that I have. But a bit over that even. But I am doing quite a lot of sleeping, so actually I'm not gonna force myself count how many sleeps I did today in editing software because... Oh, your time for this room has expired! Okay, we have done over 200 sleeps, folks. Excuse me, sir? I am not done sleeping. Please. Please, kind sir, give me 150 days more worth of nap time. I am just very tired. Oh, excuse me, that is not my room. This is my room, probably. If there's a dead guy in front of it, it's probably mine. Unless there's like more adventures staying in here. Or if anyone else is being besieged by assassins, you never know. You know, things happen. I feel like it has slowed down by this point. But so did Restoration when it went ahead. This is why I'm like, we're definitely not getting it down to 24 spell points. But I can get it down somewhat. It's so annoying that I don't have 25 though, because can you imagine that would be a whole extra cast? And this is not how I can level up either, so I can't fix the lacking cast problem until later. Somebody also told me that there's like an infinite mana exploit. Infinite mana while in towns exploit anyway. But I imagine that I would need to move my butt from the nice rest until fully rested button for that, so I don't actually know does it help all that much. I love this button because it's literally fume, 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 and then press. Fume, 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 and then press. The only issue is that by this point the levels are dragging. Yeah, I don't need to move anywhere. I just get to press like 2 buttons. And save sometimes. That part's important. I say as I remind myself to actually save. Like, recall is now on 55. Not bad. Not bad. Can we... let's set ourselves a goal. Let's get recall at least to costing 40 something. Because at that point we will be hitting the point where leveling mysticism will be like proper hard. But the lower I get, the better. And then we're gonna try and meet it from the other side up, which means that the next level up I'm investing everything in intelligence, which will probably give me about, what, 3 extra cast points? So the higher mysticism I get, the better. But at the same time, it will start taking like 90 casts to get there. And we can do like 4 casts at a go. Which, you know, starts getting pretty extreme. That being said, I'm not entirely sure if mystic skills actually level easier because they don't influence your own level. I know! But look at how many things I've learned. This is Clueless a Daggerfall, not because I knew shit. Like, after I made my character, somebody was like, by the way, dodge is like the worst skill that you could have picked because it works against you. And then I was like, oh! Okay. Now imagine if I, like, slotted mysticism in there instead. But I did not know. I also did not know that apparently, setting my reflexes to low, because I was afraid of the game. I was afraid that it was gonna be too fast for me. It doesn't do anything. It only makes leveling harder. Not by such an amount that people would be telling me to like reset my save. But to enough of amount that it's like worth saying. So, leveling is officially harder with no benefits for it. However, hindsight is a bitch. You make your decisions and you live with them. And this is just a game after all. We found a way to make it work and to make it go and to make it do game things. And I'm very happy about that. I hate that I can actually now consciously count how much I've trained mysticism. By that I mean I can sort of keep track in my head how many levels I've gotten since I last checked by tracking how many times, you know, your mysticism leveled up has popped up. Because now it's taking slower. And I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise. Because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I hit my goal and that's it. Never mind! How does that work? I did not think that I can get a level up from mysticism. It's from miscellaneous! Oh, you're right! You are correct. Let's just check whether we have medical. We have medical and minor. I could have legitimately hit it at a level up from medical. So if I go here, now I have 26 cast points, which makes training mysticism faster. Not by much, but still. But resting slower now, lol. Because I have to restore more mana. So potato potato, you win some, you lose some. Not that I have anywhere else to be. Like, none of my current quests are timed, I think. So I can't just fuck about. But now we can train by 5. Okay. I probably hit medical. Probably makes sense. I can't believe that I got stupid friggin' 15 medical from sleeping. I don't actually know how that's calculated. See, I've gotten 2 extra magic points, now I have 26. Unfortunate that I don't have more restoration as well, because I'm getting there to being able to like cast a proper heal. That costs 33 mana. Ah, mysticism up. But now I'm dropping how much mysticism I need. Like, severely. I wonder if... This is wishful thinking, but I'm like, what if I actually enchanted the item? Maybe the game wouldn't bug out then. But I think it is actual wishful thinking. I want to convince myself that I can get teleport. Even though I probably can't. But I want to believe. I want to believe in the ports. At the same time, I was so scared when I started playing this game. Because that first dungeon was like so difficult. I know that dodge wasn't helping me, but I don't think I would have dared like putting a skill like mysticism up there. Which is a shame. I think I would have still set my persuasion high though, I was kinda enjoying that. I know it's not super helping me, but I don't know. I'm just scared that people would hate me and not talk to me. Because apparently that happens if your persuasion is very, very low. I hate that I can't like level this in between dungeon running as well. Because I maybe rest like twice while inside the dungeon. So this doesn't work outside of this area. Like I literally just need a place to rest spam. But wouldn't it be nice if this was easier to do? If there was a better way to get teleport. And that is the cheapest teleport possible as well. Like I can't drop it in price. I can't be like, well, just like work for lesser area. That doesn't work. You either port or you don't. There is no in between. And I would love to be able to port. It's especially like annoying that other YouTubers like talk about this. Like they talk about the game itself going, oh, you know, you can only teleport and recall once and it's like on the same spell. So dungeon navigation is a nightmare because you either need to navigate to a specific point several times or you have to like navigate back to the exit several times when you have recall. And it is like the story dungeons are pretty like long and pre-made. And nobody like talked about the requirements of even getting the friggin' teleport spell. Which is its own massive thing. Anyway, I am a tarot reader, but I should definitely stop reading tarot for myself. Because I couldn't help, because the guild situation is causing me anxiety now. Pulled some pretty bad cards, yo. So like, oh thank you cards, you're helping me get more anxious. Woo! Watch it be a complete nothing burger and solve itself. Though, like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I don't like the situation in itself. Like, I felt so bad about saying anything, to begin with. And now I'm feeling less bad about saying anything because I feel like it must be said. Maybe I said it wrong, but the situation called for it. So now that's even worse. Because I'm not apologetic now. And if the other person's obviously not gonna be apologetic, and that they are a key part of like guild raid group, so people definitely want to keep him. Which means that this situation has now gotten even more awkward. Considering that there's not gonna be any push or pull. For all I know, nobody's gonna say anything, and people will just let it stew. Which is also not good. But I said everything that I wanted to say to a different officer. But that's not in public. And that doesn't actually solve anything. That was more like a friendly chat. Though I did mention that they're gonna like run casual raids in like the open. Oh hey look, my medical went up again. Medical, please go up 15 more times. I don't want to actually sleep here enough to get medical up 15 more times. I don't really have time for it. I just want to get my mysticism as high as possible today. It is possible that I'm gonna just end every single session, if we have time, by like spending 10 minutes doing this. To maybe get us the ability to teleport. Because that's pretty important. God damn it, my nerves! Can you please stop? Tomorrow is supposed to be a sad day according to my cards. But I feel like if the situation doesn't resolve itself, it's gonna be a very stressful day instead. I also gonna say that as a person, I found myself that I am quite the person of dramatic extremes. And I feel like it stems from a lot of things that have happened to me, by which I mean that, if I'm doing something, and something bad happens to me that discourages me from doing things, it's not just the equivalent of me touching the stove and going, ah, stove hot! It is the equivalent of me running out of my house and hiding inside my neighbor's house for like 2 hours straight. So if I have like a really bad raiding session, and I no longer want to attend raids, it could be that I will only find like the bravery to do so again 2 years later, because that is how my head works. I noticed that recently I was able to make 2 phone calls. First of all, my tooth broke, and I, without thinking, called up my dentist and got an appointment. And secondly, my phone operator put me off contract and enabled monthly spending to £99,000, and I was like, what the fuck? That's not right. Imagine if your phone gets stolen and somebody spends the money that you don't even have online shopping with your phone, because that spending's completely unlocked. So I called them, and I spent like 2 hours with a person in India that is their customer support. Very, very pleasant person, by the way, that helped me set up a new contract. And I noticed, normally I'm actually very like... I have quite a lot of social stressors, including being like completely unable to talk on phones. And I've done those 2 phone calls like in 2 days without thinking. And now I'm like, wait, is my phone social anxiety just like suddenly gone? Have I put myself out there enough with, you know, Twitch streaming and chat and meeting new people that I can actually pick up my phone and call without thinking? So that's in my head. But when I moved to England and I had the phone anxiety, my now husband, his idea of getting over the thing is that, well, you make yourself do it. And it is logical. So whenever I would get extreme phone anxiety, I would be like, can you make a phone call for me? And he would say, no, you do it. And normally what I would need to make phone calls is things like dentists or like doctor's appointments. I don't know whether it was prejudice because I'm an immigrant, or whether my accent was and is that bad, but I would call people, they would like do the whole introductory spiel, I would start talking, they would hang up on me. And that did the opposite of helping my anxiety. That has caused the stove hot, let me hide in my neighbor's place response, where, yeah, I've gotten even worse phone anxiety, like really, really fast. And I wouldn't want to try it because of like that negative experience. So the thing that's different is that now I know that I have it, so I'm like, I can literally see me having this reaction to raiding because I had like this minor trauma, and it's a very dramatic reaction. It's not a healthy reaction, but now I know that I have it, that is my way of functioning. Like, I am such a scared human being and such a like stressed human being normally that if negative things happen to me, it's very, very hard for me to get past that hurdle again, because now I do see it as a hurdle. So if everyone makes fun of me for being on a core guardian and like I'm having this raid drama right now, my very possible response is I don't want to touch that. I don't want to experience that again. What if I touch it and it happens again? So yeah, I'm trying not to be that. I'm trying to be less dramatic, but that is one of the reasons why people are like, you know, you're not handling this like an adult, and it's your own personal problem, and you should have never like said to the guy openly, like, where do you think you are? It should have been like taken to private if you did want to say anything at all. And now you're making the whole drama about not coming to raids, but I am like legitimately like that. So I have that stressful experience and I go, I don't want to show up next week. Because now I'm stressed about it, now I'm tense about it, now it's bad feels, it's not good feels, and I play video games for good feels. So yeah, welcome to my brain. It is a wonderful place. And I imagine that it is some sort of anxiety disorder, and I imagine that actually probably majority of my family members, at the very least women in my family, have it. Because my mother had very badly regulated nerves. And I know that like my adrenaline is jacked in my blood. Like my body doesn't react to adrenaline the way that it should. So I overproduce it. So as the time goes on, like as the time went on, my family members, like when they aged, when women in my family aged, they became a lot more neurotic. And I've noticed the same thing with me, except that I'm trying to incorporate logic and control these emotions, but it's hard because it's like I'm having a permanent stress disorder effectively. But I'm somehow managing to live with it. And like I was able to make phone calls and I'm like, well, that's new. When did that happen? How come I can suddenly speak on the phone without thinking? Hopefully that doesn't go away. I enjoy not having extreme social anxiety. It would be nice for once. Maybe it's like the necessity of like, I don't want to be able to spend 99,000 pounds on my phone every single month. What if my phone gets stolen? I lost a tooth. But even then, when it used to be emergency situations, this is not the first time I'm losing a tooth. I would still have extreme phone call anxiety, so being able to pick it up and call somebody is a new thing for me. Welcome to my 30s, when you notice that a whole bunch of things about you as a person have changed for some reason. You can't figure out why, and then you're like, well, welcome me, time to introduce ourselves again. And this is probably gonna be like my last level up for now. We're gonna do something more exciting on Thursday. I'm very, very sorry for having a leveling stream, but you got to see it. And for people on YouTube, I do put my Patreon supporters, let's rest it out and then save. At the end of my videos. So if you want to pledge me $3, you can be there too. I'm gonna save it on level 8. And then I'm also gonna save it on Orvias. And if the save breaks, I am gonna super regret it. So recall is now 44! Oh, we've done so much better than I thought we would. Well, that's cool. I would like to see my stats now. No, stat screen. I don't know why, but pressing F2 either opens my minimap or it opens my stat screen. It should only open my stat screen. Mysticism 55. Same as restoration. Okay, so I'm leveling skills that are not your majors, minors, or primaries is easier. Confirmed. So I think that primary has like some sort of stopper where it becomes like harder and harder to train. Probably majors and minors too, because that wasn't 90 casts per level up. That couldn't happen. So anyways, tomorrow we're gonna be doing some questing, and then we're gonna, well, not tomorrow, on Thursday. And then when we're ending the stream on Thursday, I'm gonna try and dedicate maybe like 10-15 minutes to just spamming this so that we get closer and closer and closer to being able to teleport. I want that before we end the game, bros. Like, this is just gonna be like my goal. So yeah, we have achieved a lot, even though it doesn't feel like it, but we're now a disciple in Temple of Stendarr, which means that now we have 10% chance not to die when we go down. We're now an Enchanter in Mages Guild. Unfortunately, I can't actually use those services, but I am an Enchanter in Mages Guild. Our teleport has gotten significantly cheaper. I gotten down to 44. Well, now I have 26 mana, not 24. So one's going up slowly, the other one's going down. So I mean, you know, there's that. We've done like at least a little bit of dungeoneering, which breaks down the whole atmosphere. And now we're level 8, which means that we can do a whole bunch of quests, especially like level 7 ones. And I think we have actually triggered a couple of extra quests by just leveling up in the Mages Guild, because I know that there's the one section of the quests that are optional, and there's like 2 quests, and getting one of those messages was a quest in itself. And the other part of it is like going and talking to somebody. So yeah, I think we have that tiny bit unlocked. And there's a whole bunch of like main story quests that we can do, like the Lich one, which they sent us a message. Some of the main story quests that you absolutely need to do, you actually have to find the person inside like this dungeon. I don't know how you would get that through legitimate hints. Whoever has actually played Daggerfall in 1996, you can answer that question for me. Because I haven't. I've been 2 at that point, and toddlers don't play Daggerfall, unfortunately. But yeah, to sum up, we have quite a few quests to do, and that is what we're gonna be doing on Thursday. Thank you for this hopefully chill stream where I maybe overshared, maybe talked a bit too much, but I appreciate you being here, and I am gonna see you the next time. Toodaloo.